most. It is Musumeci, the older of the two, but Carrasco has the slight height advantage by 2 inches. Both Americans vying for the title as Musumeci gets ready for his first title defense.
There's so much attention to detail with this
and
technique.
Again, you see how it is? So as soon as he lands, he's going to land with that hook.
Carrasco trying to stay out of harm's way while looking for the pass here.
And you see when Kevin engaged in Mikey's guard, you see how low he was staying, not giving Mikey any space to get into those leg entanglements. But right now he's just trying to work from the outside.
One of the things Kevin Carrasco told us that he's going to try to do tonight, he said, I got to be able to push and shove to get Mikey out of his comfort zone here tonight.
Well, now Mikey's in his comfort zone because he's got an underhook of Kevin's left leg with his right arm. Now he's trying to lock his hands. He's going to elevate Kevin. And now you see he's really starting to get a bite on these legs.
And this is where he's, oh, Kevin did a really good job of just avoiding that entanglement. See, but that's the thing with Mikey's game is it's pretty predictable. And the only way around it is just to avoid him at all costs, but then you can't win by avoiding.
No, you have to engage in him at some point. The few people that have had success against Mikey Musumeci have been people that have been able to pass his guard, but that is so hard. I mean, it's almost impossible.
I mean, you almost have to have a size advantage to put enough weight on him. And he gets another good bite on the leg here. See how he puts his head up against the foot? Now it's going to make it even harder for Kevin to get his foot out of there.
He might be looking for Mikey lock, as he calls it. I'm pretty sure he's got his own submission. He's got his own name for it. That's when you know you're good, when you have your own name for a submission that is widely regarded. That is what it's named. You've named your own move.
And everybody agrees.
Yes. Well, when you're Mikey Musumeci, who's going to disagree? I mean, the guy's one of the best ever right now, currently the best guy.
Here he goes.
He's got a lock on it. Yep. I'm gonna have
got
it.
him.
He got him.
He got him.
The title is Mikey Musumeci.
He got him.
And his first title defense holds on to the bantamweight belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog calls a stop to the match in round number 1, declaring the winner by submission and still UFC BJJ Bantamweight Champion of the World, Mikey Darth Rigatoni Musumeci.
Took until the 3rd round to get the submission to win the belt originally, but now he wins it here in this first round.
I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am with your winner, Mikey Musumeci. You get the job done with your own submission, the Mikey lock. How proud are you of your performance?
I want to dedicate this performance to Tylenol. It's a great supplement.
Okay, then. Mikey, you keep making history here at UFC BJJ. You were the first ever athlete signed to this organization. You've defended your title twice. What do you make of the history you continue to keep building on?
Yeah, so the position I hit in the match was called the Mikey lock. I call it, it's just a heel hook on the neck. Definitely some other people have done that in the past, but I feel like in this era, like I'm the guy hitting it at the top level. So it's super cool to hit a move that I've named, so.
You told us earlier this week that there was a little bit of pressure in UFC BJJ 1, and you've continued to evolve because the pressure was off. How dangerous are you as you continue to go here at UFC BJJ, and what can we expect?
Yeah, so I just felt so much more calm tonight than last match. Last match, I was dying from the anxiety competing in the first one. And tonight, I was so much more calm. I had 2 teammates competing, Jalen and Kennedy. So we all did this together, you know, and expect from me to keep getting more and more comfortable. I'm an introvert person, and it takes me a while to get comfortable in an environment. But once I alter my homeostasis, I'm pretty good, so.
I would certainly say you're more than pretty good. Mikey, what do you want to do next year?
I just want to keep improving, getting better, and become the best version of myself every day. I just want to thank God. I'm nothing without him. And Thank you guys so much for coming and supporting our event. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, let's go back to training and on to the next one.
Do you have a name?
Not really. Someone cool that would be fun to have a match with is Joel Meow. We competed like so many years ago, and it would be cool for us to have another match. I think that would be a cool name if I was able to choose someone.
Well, I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, and still, your winner, Mikey Musumeci.
Congratulations to the 29-year-old Mikey Musumeci in his first title defense. The belt is still wrapped around his waist. Murasaki, the younger of the two competitors. A slight height advantage for Olivo. It is Murasaki from Japan taking on Olivo from the United States. We go, Justin Bernard.
Murasaki just doesn't have the skill proficiency and able to deal with the passing of Murasaki.
Yeah, Murasaki's base is just so good. The way he is able to keep his knees together, keep his feet wide.
Yeah, and when you keep, like you said, you keep your knees together, it doesn't allow the opponent to get these leg entanglements and get their legs underneath you.
Yeah, you're shutting one of the windows. When you put your knees together, you're shutting down the window to where they can get a leg up the middle and work a butterfly guard, a De La Hiva, an X guard. Really forces them almost into a retreat mode where they're trying to find a way to break your base and get those knees apart to where they can get into those leg entanglements and start to work different guards.
Yeah, any chance that Kris Olivo had in winning this match would have relied on him being on top. I don't think he's been able to do it on the bottom.
And look at this right now, Murasaki working from a crucifix right now. Now he might be trying to work for a topside triangle. He's got the arm isolated. Now he's looking for that Kimura.
Yeah, he's got a double attack here. He can work the arm, and then he can even still fall back on a triangle if he'd like.
He's got to attach that elbow to his chest and bring it up with his body. He might have this Kimura.
It is all over. Andy Murasaki in the third round gets the tap and the victory in his UFC BJJ debut.
Yeah, that was incredible. Just a great performance from Andy Murasaki. A close first round, but this is what Murasaki does. He cooked him. He cooked him. He took his time. He almost gave Kris Olivo a little bit of a false sense of hope through that first round. Gave him a little bit of hope that there's a chance for him to win this match. But the more this match progressed, the more Murasaki was able to establish dominance positionally, which led to these submissions. Look at how he was able to get the elbow, the right elbow of Kris Olivo on his chest, and he pulled that lock. He broke the lock with his body. And then he turned the arm over, got that Kimura, just a devastating submission, and it all came from positional dominance. Just look at this, the way he was able to break that lock, ripping it by attaching the elbow to his chest. That way he broke the lock, not with his arms, but with his body. When you try to break the lock with just your arms, you don't have enough strength. But when you're able to put their arm on your chest, and you extend with your body, that's how you break the lock and get the tap.
Andy Murasaki, impressive performance. We go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vitor Shaolin calls a stop to the match in round number 3, declaring the winner by submission, Andy Samurai Murasaki.
And it is Varela, the older of the two, but he does have the height advantage. Let's see how he will use that. The American taking on the Brazilian here for match number 3. Let's go to Justin Bernard. Ready for next level fandom? Claim your Fight ID now to experience the ultimate fan rewards. Follow Fight ID on X or visit fight.id.
But also the, look at Andy jumping back.
Taking the back.
It's in. He's got it, guys. That's locked in. Daniel Sathler needs to pull the top hand down. He needs to pull down the left hand.
Deeper. Oh, he's going to get this.
He's got to pull the left hand down, and he's doing this. He's pulling the left hand down, and he's got this. That's it.
Varela's got the hook shot, and there's the tap! Varela pouncing here in round number 2, and he gets the submission victory.
That was vintage Andy Varela.
That was how he caught Sean Strickland on YouTube.
That is what Andy does. He will get you out of position, and he's a very opportunistic grappler. You give him an angle, and he will not only take an inch, he will take a mile, he will take your back, and when he does that, he will take your neck. And I'm going to talk you guys through it. Andy Varela with the sensational win. It starts here. Look at how he backs Sathler up to the bull, shrugs him by, and right as Sathler goes to walk towards him, he steps the angle, essentially played the matador, let the bull blow right past him, jumped on his back, and you can see Sathler did the right thing. He was trying to pull down the left hand, the top hand of Andy Varela, but Andy made the readjustment, punched that left hand behind the head of Daniel Sathler and got one of his vintage submissions, just the body triangle with the rear naked choke. That's Andy Varela one-on-one. That is what he does.
All three fights have ended in finishes. We go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog calls a stop to the match in round number 2, declaring the winner by submission, Andy Varela.
Women's flyweight, it is Mayordomo, the older of the two, but it is Lilly with the height advantage. It is the American taking on the Spaniard. And we go to Justin Bernard to get it started.
Yeah, and that was to prevent the knee cut. As you can hear Elliot Marshall saying, cut hard, but that butterfly hook will prevent that knee cut.
On the head, on the pass. On the head, on the pass. Go ahead, be a bully a little bit. Yes.
You hear the blue corner of Mayordomo say, be a bully a little bit, be a little more aggressive trying to get the pass here.
And she did. I love that side-to-side movement, that pass on the outside. She is essentially, she misdirected Shye Lilly, and now she might be attacking the Dars. And this is a scenario where the slope of the bowl can sometimes work for you or against you, because if this is a flat surface, maybe she was able to catch that Dars, but essentially they roll back towards the center. Now she's just kind of working from this front headlock position. She's looking to go for the armbar, but falls off the top. Beautiful sequence for both of these ladies.
Yeah, absolutely. And I got to give a lot of props to Shye Lilly, who's showing more to her game than just a triangle game. In the past, we saw her just showing triangles, but she's doing a lot more in this. And now she gets an opportunity to show how well she can pass.
And the thing is, too, with her being from 10th Planet, like the 10th Planet Las Vegas is different than most 10th Planet gyms. There's such an emphasis on wrestling and top control. There's more to her game than just her guard, and I would like to see her showcase that tonight.
Have you ever been to that room, that open mat on 10th Planet? There's not a space on the floor in the open mat on a Sunday in 10th Planet Las Vegas.
It's like grappling on ice skates. It's so sweaty.
Lilly admitted, she said a year ago, I wouldn't have been able to take anybody down, but ever since joining 10th Planet, she said my wrestling game has gone to a whole new level.
Well, that's what happens when you train under Andy Varela, who we're going to see next. Andy Varela is an incredible wrestler, lots of slide-bys, very dynamic style. Here goes Anna Mayordomo, go for this armbar. She might have it. She's got to roll her head towards the feet.
There's Anna Mayordomo gets the finish here in this first round. The impressive performance from the Spaniard.
No judges needed on that one. And we look at this. We see this passing pressure. She grips the face to keep Shye Lilly from being able to turn over. She gets this north-south position, then just kind of runs Shye Lilly back to the mat. And now we see her, she had lassoed the leg into the guard here, then she sets up this arm bar from her guard, from that lasso position. Belly down arm bar. You can't really see the extension because it is a belly down arm bar, but there's very tight arm bar, belly down. And once she starts to put that back flexion in it here, as she pushes her hips forward, can't escape that, an inescapable position. Anna Mayordomo victorious.
All right, let's go to Justin Bernard to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vitor Shaolin calls a stop to the match in round number 1, declaring the winner by submission, Anna Mayordomo.
It is Nakano, the older of the two, with a height advantage. The American taking on the Brazilian in our first match of the night. Let's go to Justin Bernard to get this one started. Here they go, drop it into the ball. It is Pedro Nakano in the blue, Jalen Fonacier in the black and red. And immediately it is Nakano on top. Nakano said, I'm probably the most unknown of everybody on this card. He has something to prove here early, Michael.
Well, he has the opportunity to do that because Jalen Fonacier, he has made waves with that first match, the UFC Bjj 2. And you can see as Jalen right now looking to invert and get to those legs. You can see he's been training with Mikey Musumeci by the way he's approaching these leg entanglements, Dean.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is something that I would expect from Jalen. And he pulled guard early. Like I said, I thought he was at a size disadvantage. He probably didn't want to stand too long with Pedro and said, you know what, let me pull guard and get to work automatically. And that's exactly what he's doing right now.
Yeah, and for Pedro being the longer guy, that's more real estate for Jalen to work with. And when I say more real estate, that means his limbs are longer, his body's bigger. There's more surface area for Jalen to attach himself to when attacking these limbs.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how they deal with this 50-50 position right here in the leg entanglement.
Guys, you're exposing the heel. You have it. You have it.
All right, so we're already deeper than Jalen Fonacier went in his first.
Jaylen's got the heel. He's got the heel.
A quick finish for Jalen Fonacier. Moves to 2-0 here in UFC BJJ.
Yeah, this is what we can expect from a guy like Jalen Fonacier. We knew how good he was, how quick he was. This guy's been competing all his life. Right away, he didn't want to play. He inverts, pulls guard, and gets his offense going right away. Look at this. Him trying to set up an armbar here. But now we see these guys in a 50-50 position. Jalen Fonacier he got the 50-50 position, isolates a leg. You see him isolating the leg, gets the inside heel hook against Pedro Nakano, and forces the tap here. Gets a good bite on that heel. Look at this. And there, it's all she wrote right there. Jalen Fonacier, dangerous from the 50-50, gets the inside heel hook, and it's all she wrote.
Let's go to make this official back to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog calls a stop to the match in round number 1, declaring the winner by submission, Jalen, the future